again, it's a choice. I do feel it's a choice. I think that a lot more people have different factors that make it a lot more difficult to overcome, especially, saying needing someone's love, or a parent's love. And if they're not giving it to you, if you're going to keep trying to do that, but they're never going to end up giving it to you, you're going to be searching for something you're never going to have.
Your whole life.
And it's going to pass on to your kids, it's going to pass on to people in your life, your friendships, your relationships. It's going to change your entire world because you're looking for something that's not there.
Yeah. You just got to love you. That's what I learned after 29 years.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
I got asked a question a couple years ago about what's one thing that I think could make the world a better place. I was like totally out of left field, and I was like, damn, what the, like, you going real deep on me real quick. And out of all the things I could have said, you could end world hunger, you could do this, you could do that. I tried to think about it as much as I could. And my take at the time, and I think I can stand by that still to this day, is self-love.
Oh yeah. Being enough for you.
Yeah. If we all got better at loving ourselves, we would show up better in the world. We would treat ourselves better. We would not, eat the things that we didn't want to eat if we're trying to get to a body we want to get to. We wouldn't, slack on things in this part of our life. We would focus more on, giving more and showing up in a way that we feel is the best version of ourselves. And then that way, it all starts with self. Because I wake up in the morning, I'm not waking up somebody else. I don't just transform into this later on in the day. If I can get this right, it's the same thing as having when you have a bad day. You ever notice that everyone else has a bad day? It kind of seems like that. Everything kind of is going wrong.
You're only seeing through the lens of you.
Exactly. And when you have a good day, it's the same kind of situation. So having that self-love, that's only going to exude and pass out. And then, we were talking with Jim Gray earlier, and he was saying, you look at these goats, you look at these people that are on the highest level, and his two favorite moments, like Muhammad Ali carrying the torch in the 1996 Olympics, and he's got Parkinson's, but he's out there. He's been a world champion. He's fought the government and all these different things. But his favorite moment was the moment that he stood up and did that, because he's uniting people. He's bringing them together, and he's standing for something, and even when he's not in his prime anymore, but it's just this beautiful thing of like, there's hope there. There's people that have the ability to do that. And he's giving that hope to other people. Kobe gave that hope to people,
For sure.
And so trying to be that version is, something at least I strive for, and don't do a great job every day, but work on it constantly,
Well, I feel like if you don't love yourself and you're always searching for something, then you end up romanticizing all of the wrong things. And I think a lot of people romanticize codependency and getting married.
Yeah.
And it's not really about sharing your life with somebody. If you really look at it, it's not trapping somebody, but it's the security of someone loves you enough. It's the biggest ego stroke in the world. Someone meeting you and being like, I cannot pass you up. I sign up for a lifetime of you. So then you get that little, dopamine rush, that ego boost of like, I'm once in a lifetime human being.
Yeah.
And when in reality, it's like a lot of people get, suffocated by that based off of their trauma and things like that. So I think if you do love yourself, then you're going to enter into all of those massive commitments for the right reason versus trapping someone, security, safety. Because I think a lot of people correlate long-term relationships with security and safety, when in reality, it's like the thing that can often cause the biggest issues in your life.
If you have unresolved trauma that's come, and especially depending on how you were taught love, and if you pass that on, where it's like security could be for you controlling someone to where they're not allowed to do anything, and for them, that's like that little circle of, okay, well, you're in this world now, like I'm going to love you forever, but you're not allowed to do anything, or I'm going to punish you for it. And it's like, that's not okay, but again, it's also, what are you attracted to? What are you putting out in the world? Who are you right now today?
And why?
Exactly. And understanding that, well, okay, if I'm only attracting, these nightmarish other, significant others, is there something in me that's do I need to have some introspection? Do I need to see where I'm at? What do I need to work on? What do I need to change? Because if I'm outwardly looking for that, and I keep attracting the same thing, then what is that?
It's just what you think you deserve.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely. It's definitely a massive factor in it. And if you don't think you deserve better than that, and you keep on putting it out there, it's the same thing. I feel with business, with all kinds of stuff. It's what you're putting out is what you're going to get back. But being able to understand that and to see that is a whole nother factor. It's not easy to do.
And I feel like it's your absolute duty to work on all of those things before you get married, or before you have kids, or before you run a company, because without knowing, you are going to greatly affect all of those people that come in contact with you. And I would hate to affect the way anyone thinks about themselves or goes about their day because I have unresolved issues.